Yeah, online students are able to hear me. Please put a yes in the chat. Audible now. Okay, great. Fine. So, I think 1 2-minute revision let's first do. First thing we learned is, what is an array? Basically, an array is used to store a large collection of data. But the data is of the same type. That is what we understood. Arrays give us two advantages, which variables will not give us. First advantage is, creation is easy, one line. Accessing is easy, because arrays have something called as indexes. So, very easy to access, correct or not? Then we understood in arrays, there are different types, one-dimensional, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, like that. We visually saw 1D, 2D, 3D arrays. But tell me, these arrays, were they regular or jagged? Regular, because they were rectangular, yes? Two-dimensional array, every row had equal columns. Three-dimensional array, every block had equal rows, every row had equal columns, correct? Then I think we wrote code for a one-dimensional array. Only for a one-dimensional array we had written code. Now we need to write code for two-dimensional, three-dimensional, and then also explore jagged arrays, okay? Everybody should give me 100% focus. Today is a very, very important class that way. So, try to understand how one must approach coding of arrays, okay? So, first and foremost, what I would like to do is, I'll just go to my editor here, remove all this, and now, I want to basically create an array to store the ages of students belonging to 2 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. So, in terms of arrays, 2 rows, every row has 5 columns, correct or not? Quickly I will be creating it, but before that, I want to take input from the keyboard friends. I should create an object. Object of what? Scanner class, correct or not? So I will quickly go here and tell new scanner. And I should connect this object to the keyboard. Keyboard means what? System.in. Yes? 100% I will be giving this a reference. I will call the reference as scan, and scan has to be of type scanner. I think this much clarity also everybody has got. Okay sir, next what? Next what means, whenever you use scanner, the first line of your program you should do something. What should you do? Import. Very good. Import java.util.scanner. Like this I will type. Clear till here? Okay sir, next what? Now I will create my array. Everybody should focus. Arrays are objects. Objects means JVM, new. I want to store age. Ages are integers. Because I have 2 dimensions, class and student, I will put 2 brackets. I have 2 classrooms. In every classroom I have 5 students. I will be going here and giving this array one reference. I will call it as A. Naturally, what is A? A is a 2-dimensional array of integers. This is how you create it, and I have already explained. Now, visually, if one has to understand how this looks, then I think that is also clear to all of you. Basically, when you tell new, JVM will go and create one brand new block of memory, which will also have an address. Correct? Next, when you tell 2, JVM will treat it as rows, and will now go and split this new block of memory into 2 rows. That is my 0th row and first row. Correct? Then when you tell 5, inside every row it will go and split it into 5 columns, which is what I am also just trying to demonstrate like this. 5 columns. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? And of course, everywhere zeros will be there, default values. I am not showing it. RHS is over, control comes to LHS, and in the LHS, we are just creating one reference called as A, and inside this A, that address will be there. That also I am not showing, since you already understood. This is in stack, that is in heap. Okay, fine. Now, try to understand this. Now I want to write code. Through this code, I want to take age as input from the keyboard, and I want to store it in the respective locations. Okay, so how to do this? First of all, I think everybody understood in the last class, whenever one is using arrays, compulsorily along with arrays, you will use loops. Because without loops, arrays is extremely inefficient. Yes or no? Because you have seen, size of code will just keep increasing. That is why I always tell, arrays and loops go hand in hand together. because you cannot use arrays without loops. Am I clear? So now you must logically think, last time in my program, I basically had one fellow called as I to do the looping, because there was only one dimension, which was students. But this time how many dimensions? 2 dimensions. Which means my brain tells me I should have one fellow called as I. I's job is to take care of the classrooms. Okay? But this time I require one more fellow called as J. J's job is to take care of the students, or rows and columns. Correct? So observe this. I will go here and I'll just tell int I. Next, I'll also create J. Okay, sir. Great. Next one. Now you must think. I need to write loops. There should be a loop for classrooms, because class is also repeating. I may have 2 classes, I may have 10 classes. We don't know. It should repeat. Inside every class there are students. So even for students there should be a loop. Correct or not? So that way, in this particular example, I should have 2 loops. One which takes care of rows, one which takes care of columns, or class and students. Correct? Now I want you to just logically think and tell me, first, should I write loop for class or first students? Those who are saying students, think logically. All of you are students. Why are you called as a student? Because you are sitting inside a class. That is why you are a student. Yes or no? So if class is not there, student can't be there. Student is inside the class. So naturally here, first I should write loop for class. Inside that only students. Correct or not? And hence, I will go here. You should help me. I will tell for, observe this. I'll just go here now, put 2 semicolons, and here I will tell, who's taking care of class? I. I will tell I start from 0. Maximum till where should I go? 1. I can tell I less than equal to 1 or less than 2. Both are same. And then I will tell I plus plus. Yes or no? Okay. Inside classroom only students are there. I think you understand. Now here I will go put 2 semicolons and tell students means J. Where should J start from? 0. Maximum till where should go? 4. J less than 5. And I will tell J plus plus. I think you understand. So first class, then students. Only if you know class and student, you can access the array, because 2 dimensions. So I will come inside this now. See here, very interesting. I will type one line like this, system.out.println, and basically here I will write like this. See, I will tell class, leave a space. To this message, I want to attach the value of the class. Tell me who has the value of the class? I. So I will just tell plus I. So you will get class 0 or class 1, like that. To this message, again I will attach one more message. I will leave a space and tell student. Now to this I will attach student value. Who has student value? J. I will tell J. So basically, you should get output as class 0, student 0, class 0, student 1. Like that it should change. Understood? Next, looking at this output, I will now scan input by telling scan.nextInt. This I have already explained. Integer means nextInt. Whatever is scanned, I will assign it. See how to assign? Simply A, if you tell, not enough. In A, rows are there, columns are there. So first I should tell which row. Can you tell me who has row value? I. Simply telling row is also not enough. I should tell in that row which column. Tell me who has column value? J. This is only the meaning of 2 dimensions. Which class, which student. Which row, which column. Clear till here? This also is clear to us, sir. Next one. Next what means, now I will come outside this loop. One loop to take input. One loop to print output. Yes or no? Now if you think logically, first don't you think loop is the same only for output also? I should start from 0, go till 2. Or sorry, 1. J should start from 0, go till 4. Same only. Only thing that is going to change is whatever I am telling inside the loop. I don't want to take input. Can you think and answer what should I do? Print output. How to print output? A of I, J. Like this. That's all. I think you understand. So loop remains the same, because here also from 0 to 1, here from 0 to 4, here also 0 to 1, 0 to 4, same only. Here you are taking input, here you are displaying output. Loop remains. Clear till here? Okay sir, next what? Next what means, between this both, one message I will print. System.out.println, and just in simple words I will tell the ages are. Clear till here? So that we know difference between input and output. Okay? Now, I want everybody to look at the output carefully, but before the output, I want everyone sitting in this class to understand how to trace a nested for loop, because nested means what? Loop inside a loop. Correct? How to trace it? Many people make a mistake here. So this one part I would like to visually show to all of you so that 100% clarity is there. Focus. What I would like to do is, same for loop, okay, this has already been done. Just give me a second. I think we have already, yeah. Fine. Just observe this. Basically, now, this is only that loop I am showing. Okay? Here in this loop, one extra statement I have added called as enter the age of. Here we told directly class student. One extra line I have added. Am I clear? Okay, sir. Now, this is my array. Everybody knows this. Focus. How to trace the loop? First start from the outermost loop. First you are telling I should start from 0. I starts from 0. Next, after initialization, what happens is condition. What is I 0? Is 0 less than 2? Yes. Yes means true. True means control comes inside. Again J is starting from 0. Correct or not? Then again check condition. Is 0 less than 5? Yes. If condition is true, come inside, one message will come. Enter the age of class 0, student 0. Clear? Whatever is entered, scan it and store it inside A of 0, 0. Clear till here? Let us assume this is the value, 10. Now I have a simple question, let me see how many of you can answer. Will J++ execute? Or will I++ execute? Those who are saying I, this is the fundamental mistake people make. Please understand, you are now inside this loop, which means till this loop finishes execution, this loop is not going to increment. Which means after body, next what is going to execute is incrementation. J++ happens. Am I clear? Again check condition. Is 1 less than 5? Yes. Come inside, scan, store in A of 0, 1. Again J++, J increments. Check condition, 2 is less than 5. Come inside, scan, store. Clear till here? Again J++ happens. J becomes now 3. After which check condition. Yes, condition is true. Come inside, scan, store. Again J++, J becomes 4. Come check condition, is 4 less than 5? Yes. Scan, store. Again what will happen is J++. But this time what is J's value? 5. What is the condition? Is 5 less than 5? No. No means condition is false. Control comes outside the loop. But you are inside one more loop. Hence now what will happen is I++. In other words, classroom will change. Yes? Then again check condition. Is 1 less than 2? Correct. It is less. If it is true, control comes inside. Now watch it again. J starts from 0. I hope you understood. Then again check. Is 0 less than 5? Yes. Come inside, scan and store in A of 1, 0. Now if you have really understood, tell me, I++ or J++? 100% J++, because again you are inside this loop. Yes? So J++, condition is true, scan, store. J++, condition is true, scan, store. Again J++, condition is true, scan it and store it. Again it increments, condition is true, scan and store, again it increments, now j becomes 5. 5 is not less than 5. Condition fails, come outside the loop, but you are inside one more loop. What happens? I plus plus. 100% I increments. Now what is i's value? 2. Is 2 less than 2? No. Condition fails, control comes outside the loop. And below this loop, you have written one more loop where you are telling again I should start from 0, j should start from 0. Instead of taking input, you will be printing. I think you understood. Clear till here? I hope everybody understood its execution. Same thing is what I am just attempting to show here. All of you should focus. I'll just split this line into 2 lines so that there is no overlap. Look at the output carefully. Compilation, no issues. Execution, if in case I do it. Class 0, student 0. Next, I'll put same value for all ages so that it's faster. Second student, third student, fourth student, fifth student. Now if I press enter, what should change? Class should change. Correctly changed. Again, first student, second student, third student, fourth student, fifth student. Now if I press enter, directly it will show the ages are in. Clear till here? I think everybody understood. Now some of you will be like, sir, I want output to come like that, sir. Row wise it should come. Those who have learned pattern programming, this is very easy for you. Yes or no? Because same thing you have done in pattern programming. Please try to understand. Tell me, should I change anything in this loop? No need. Change is only in printing loop. So I'll come here, first remove ln so that it comes on the same line. After every age, I will go and attach one space. Yes or no? But whenever the row changes, cursor should go to the next line. System.out.println. I think everybody understood this. Yes or no? Now if in case I were to just go here, compile, it is telling I put colon instead of semicolon. Okay, fine. Watch. Compilation, no issues. Execution, quickly I'm putting. Last and final student, if I press enter, clearly one can see there are 2 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. Or there are 2 rows. Every row has 5 columns. An array in which every row has equal number of columns is called as a rectangular or regular array. Array is regular because data is regular. That is what you must understand. Clear till here? If you have been able to understand this 2-dimensional array code, which many people were struggling to write in college, same code you've been trying to write in first sem, second sem, yes or no? That time it seemed like some magic is happening, nothing. Are you able to understand? Clear till here? Now, I want to see if you can write code for this. Easily, you should be able to write code for 3-dimensional array. Because logic is the same. Now think logically, assume the expectation is to create an array to store ages of students belonging to 2 schools. Every school has 3 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. This is only 3-dimensional array. I will go here and give it a reference. I will call it as A. A is nothing but a 3-dimensional array storing integers. I think this is clear. Yes? Now, I don't think I have to show you the memory. Okay, anyways, you know, in a 3-dimensional array, this is blocks, this is rows, this is columns. Tell me how many blocks? 2 blocks. So what it will now do is, it is going to basically create 2 blocks for you. This is block number 1. Let me just copy this, paste it. This is block number 2. I will give it indexes. 0th block, first block. Basically 2 schools are ready. Correct or not? Next, tell me in every block how many rows? 3 rows. So it will now go and split every single block into 3 rows. Basically, every school has 3 classrooms. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Correct? Next, inside every row, how many columns? 5 columns. and hence I'm just going to go here and now split it into 5 columns, which I'm just showing like this. Let me just do it this way. Basically we have 5 columns, and here I will just erase this part. I think it is clear to all of you. I will also give some indexes to this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, everywhere default values are there, zeros. I am not showing it. And most certainly, there is going to be a reference. That reference is only called as. Okay. Let me just reduce the size of this so that you can see it correctly. Yes, sir, we understood this. So basically there are 2 schools. Every school has 3 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. Okay, fine. Now, you must help me write code. Naturally, there is going to be a loop. 1-dimensional array had 1 loop. 2-dimensional array had 2 loops. 3-dimensional array will have 3 loops. First you will have school. Inside school you will have class. Inside class you will have students. That's all it is. Yes? Now tell me, how many variables do you require? Very good. You require 3 variables. Basically, I require the help of I to take care of my schools. I require the help of J to take care of my classrooms. I require the help of K to take care of my students. I think you got the flow. So I will just go here. In one line only you can create like this also. Possible. Correct? Okay, sir. Next what? Next what means I'll just go here now and create one for loop. Watch it. This for loop is to take care of school. Inside school there will be a for loop to take care of class. Inside class there will be a for loop to take care of students. That is how it works. Yes or no? Okay, sir. Next what? Now I will come here and I will start. Tell me, who takes care of school? I. I, please start from 0. Maximum till where should I go? Less than 2, which is only 1. Next, 1 by 1 should go I plus plus. Now I will go here, put 2 semicolons. This is class. Who takes care of class? J. J start from 0. Till where should J go? Less than 3 is only 2. Because see, in every school, class starts from 0, goes till 2. 2 is less than 3. I think you understand. Correct? Next, tell me, here I will just tell J plus plus. Now I will go here and I will tell students. Student means K. K should start from 0. Maximum till where? Less than 5 you can tell, which is only 4. 1 by 1 it should go K plus plus. I think you understood how to write. Now I will just go here and start by telling system dot out dot println, and here also I will just write it in a little unique way. So basically first I will start by telling school. Tell me who has school value? I. To this I will attach one more message, basically which is class. Tell me who has class? J. To this I will again attach one more message called as student. To this I will attach student value K. So school 0, class 0, student 0. Like that I will get message. Okay. I will just split this into 2 lines so that there is no overlap. I hope it is clear. Fine, sir. Then what, sir? Take input scan dot next int. Whatever is scanned, I will collect it and store it inside A. Can you tell me what to tell? I, J, K. Because first tell which school, then tell which class, then tell which student. 3 dimensions. Yes or no? If you understood this, I will just copy the same loop, paste it again. This time I will not take input. Instead of taking input, I would want to print output. How to print output, sir? A of I, J, K. Understood? Okay. Now here also I want output to come like this. Understood? If output should come like this, very simple. First of all, in a classroom, ages should come one next to the other. Which means all I need to do here is go here and remove this ln. And go here, attach one space. Now think logically, when the classroom changes, cursor should go to the next line. So I will just go here and tell system.out.println. I think this also is clear. But think logically, when the school changes, I want some space. Yes or no? So how to leave some space? System.out.println, that's all. So basically when class changes, cursor should go to next line. When school changes also, cursor should go to next line. So that's all it is. So I will go here and I will tell system.out.println. Very, very simple, nothing complicated. Am I clear till here? Yes. Semicolon, sorry. Okay. Fine. Clear till here? I think this much is clear to all of you. However, before I execute, it is very, very important that once everyone understands how this loop works. Otherwise, very difficult to, solve coding questions on arrays because you'll always be confused. Watch. Same loop is what I'm just writing here. No difference. Next. That is my array. Correct? Now everybody should try to understand what I'm saying. Here basically what I'm now going to go here and do is, watch this. First start from here. Where does I start from? 0. I starts from 0. Understood? Is 0 less than 2? Yes. Come inside. Where is j starting from? 0. Is 0 less than 3? Yes. Come inside. K should start from 0. Is 0 less than 5? Yes. Come inside, scan and store in A of 0, 0, 0. Yes, it gets stored. Now tell me, I plus plus, J plus plus or K plus plus? Because now you are inside K loop. Till this fellow finishes, this cannot increment. Till this fellow finishes, this cannot increment. That is the logic. And hence, I will tell K plus plus, K increments, and when K increments, condition is still true, come inside, scan, store. Again K plus plus, again condition is true, scan it, store it. Again K plus plus, certainly condition is true, scan, store. More certainly once more K will increment, condition is still true, scan, store. Again K plus plus, now condition is false. Come outside K loop, but you are inside J loop, J plus plus. Clear till here? Next check condition. Is condition true? Yes. Come inside K should again start from 0. I think you understand. Yes or no? After which again check. Is 0 less than 5? Yes. Come inside, scan, store. Tell me K plus plus or J plus plus? K plus plus. Never forget. Because once you enter this loop, this should finish. Again, increment, scan it, store it. Increment, scan it, store it. Increment, scan, store. Increment, scan it and store it. And next time when it increments, condition fails. When condition fails, control comes outside K loop, but you are inside J loop, J plus plus. Check condition. Is 2 less than 3? Yes. Come inside, K again starts from 0. Same story repeats. Scan increment, scan increment, scan increment, scan increment. And now everybody should focus. When K increments, first K's condition will fail. When K's condition fail, control comes outside K loop, J increments. When J increments, J's condition also fails. And hence, control comes outside J loop, but you are inside one more loop, which is I loop. First time ever, I increments or school changes. Next check condition. Is 1 less than 2? Yes. Come inside, J should start from 0. Condition is true. Come inside, K should start from 0. I think you got the picture. Yes? Same process which happened for my first school, same process repeats for second school. Quickly, I am just showing you. Scan, increment, 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 increment. K condition fails, J increments. Again, K starts from 0. Scan it, store, 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 store. Again, K increments. K's condition fails, and when it fails, J increments. After which K again starts from 0. Same process repeats. Now this last part everybody should focus with me. Now see here. Now I am here. Now when k increments, 100% k's condition fails. When k's condition fails, j increments. J's condition also fails. When j's condition fails, I increments. I's condition also fails. That's it. Clear? Now control comes outside all the loops, and below that one more loop is waiting, but this is to do printing. Correct or not? I think everyone understood this much. So here, if in case I were to just come here, now compile and execute this code and show you. Observe the output. Compilation, no issues. Execution. Now school 0, class 0, student 0. Let's start. Okay, this is second student, third student, fourth student, fifth student. Class changed. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Again class changed. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now what will change? School will change. Again first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Class change. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, again class change. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Last school, last class, last student. Yes or no? Because that is only 1, 2, 4. Clear? Now if in case I press enter, that is my output. And see my output carefully. There are 2 schools. Okay? And that is why I put that statement, system.out.println, the ages are, otherwise you will not have that message. Okay? Leave that, no problem. There are 2 schools. Every school has 3 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. Blocks, rows, columns. Clear till here? I think everyone understood how it works. And tell me, regular array or jagged array? Regular. Because blocks have same rows, rows have same columns. And this is regular only and only because our data is regular. Clear? I think coding of arrays is most definitely easy. It is not difficult. Correct or not? But this is not the kind of code which is expected in an interview, for sure. Yes? Because this is such simple code. What have you done here? If you actually think what have you done here? You created an array, you initialized an array, you printed its data. That's all. Yes? But what you will get a job for is when you know how to take data which is there inside an array and manipulate that data, search that data, sort that data, apply conditions on that data and give a certain output. Hope you will understand. For example, you have an array in which, for example, I have 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 30. Now if you notice, 10, 20, 30 have pairs. One or the other pair is there. But 40 is the only element which does not have a pair. Write a program which takes an array as an input and prints the lonely integer as output. Lonely integer is a fellow who doesn't have a pair. Understood? Now also you must take the array. You must loop over the array. You must write some logic to find whether there is a pair or not. And whenever you do not find a pair, you must identify that element and print it. I hope you will understand. Again, this is logic. It has nothing to do with arrays as such. It is logic. Because you can apply the same logic on Python using list, apply the same logic on JavaScript using arrays, apply it on C and C++ also arrays. I hope you will understand. So, that is what has to most certainly be done in your life if you want a job, and that is what is going to be done in the programming classes. Am I clear till here? Very soon, I think this week only, most probably Wednesday, there is going to be a new feature release on the Thai platform, where many students have come and given us a feedback saying that once they finish a module, they are not able to practice more. They want to practice more. But once you finish a module, you can see the module is locked. Now, next to every module, you will see a button called as practice modules. Understood? So, every module, we have created more practice module, 4 to 5 extra practice modules. So if you click a button, one extra practice module gets created. You solve that. Not enough, click the button again, one more practice module gets created. Like that, one module 5 to 6 times you can practice. And it will be new questions, not the same. I hope you're able to understand. So each and everything that you require is there somewhere at the back of the mind. But unfortunately, human beings are limited by time because we cannot do things in an instant. Development is something when you join the company you realize takes time. It doesn't happen in a snap. Yes, but everything you require is most certainly being created. Okay? Fine. So I hope this much is clear to everybody. Okay. Now what should we do is the question. Now I have a very, very important question to all of you. Let me see how many of you can answer this. But before I go to this, there is one small topic which topic wise is very small, but when it comes to coding has a major impact. What is that, you may ask? Observe. Now this is basically my one-dimensional array which I am just showing to you like this. This is my one-dimensional array. This is how it looks. That is the memory. Those are default values. Okay, now listen. Try to understand. What is this phi? You can say it is the size of the array, or you can say it is the length of the array, or you can say it is the number of columns in the array. However you say it, ultimately size, length or columns. Yes? Now let us assume you want this phi. You want this phi. Okay? What is this phi? This phi is nothing but the number of columns or the size or the length of this one-dimensional array. Correct? Now one way to get this phi is, try to understand, I have told you arrays are objects. Correct? Object means I can represent it like this. Inside every object, you will have variables, you will have methods. Has part, does part. Listen to me. Whenever you create an array object, Java will automatically go and create one variable inside the array. It will create it automatically. What is the name of that variable? Length variable. I didn't create, you didn't create. Java's created it. And whatever is the size of the array or length or columns, it will take that, put it here. Hope you understand. So, if you want to know what is the length of that array or number of columns, as a programmer, you just need to access this variable. That's all. Now tell me, those who are doing coding regularly, tell me, how do you access a variable which is inside an object? What is the steps? A, if I tell, I will reach here. How to go inside? Dot. A dot length. That's all. I will understand. So whenever you want that phi, which is nothing but the number of columns or size of a one-dimensional array, just tell A dot length. And A dot length is going to give you the number of columns. Clear till here? I just want to prove this to you. So see here, I'll just go here. Let me just go to, say, some other program. Okay, no problem. Observe this, friends. I'll just I'll remove all the scanner and all, I don't want it. I'll just create one integer array A whose size happens to be 5. Now see, I want to prove to you length variable is there, so I'll print it. Oh, sorry. My fault. Huh? So I'll just go here and I will tell system.out.println and I will just print A.length. Clear till here? Now if I go here, compile this, I think it is day 13, and if in case I were to execute this, one can see the answer is 5. Clear till here? Okay, sir. But what is the use of this fellow? I don't see any use, you may say. Correct. I will explain the use for you. 100% there is a use. I will explain it. Okay. Let's keep this aside for the time being. So everybody believes me that there is something called as length. Now observe. What if I have a two-dimensional array? Code looks like this. Memory looks like this. Correct? Now tell me, in a two-dimensional array, what is that 2 in that first bracket? What is 2? Number of rows. What is 5? Number of columns. Now the question is, what if I want this 2? Which is the number of rows in this array. How many rows are there? I want to know. Very simple. In a two-dimensional array, if you want the number of rows, just tell A dot length. Am I clear? A dot length will 100% give you 2. And what is 2? This 2 is only nothing but the number of rows. Keep this in mind. But sir, I want to know the number of columns. Example, sir, I want to know in 0th row how many columns. In first row how many columns. I want to individually know. Very easy. See how to tell? A of 0 dot length will give you that 5. A of 0 dot length. Because what is A of 0? 0th row. Yes or no? 100% answer will be 5. Sir, I want to know how many columns in second row, sir. A of 1 dot length. I will understand. Again answer will be 5 only, because after all both rows have equal columns. But if they didn't have equal columns, output will change. Remember that. Am I clear? Okay. Now, I want to write this in general. In general I want to write. What do you mean, sir? Tell me, in our for loop, who was taking care of rows? I. Which means that 0, that 1, it is nothing but i's value. Which means in general I can tell A of I dot length. Which basically means in the ith row, tell me how many columns. I can be 0, I can be 1, 2, 3, whatever. Clear? This also I would just like to prove it to you. Everybody should try to understand this. Many people get confused in this concept. See, I'll go here. I will just tell 2 rows, 5 columns. RHS if there are 2 brackets, LHS also there should be 2 brackets. Now see here, if I just tell A dot length, compilation, execution. Tell me what should be the answer? 2, number of rows. Clear? Oh, okay sir, very good. Now I want columns, sir. Simple. I will just go here and tell A of 0 dot length. Clear to clear? Sir, next row, sir, A of 1 dot length. Now if I go here, compile this code, execute this code, 2, 5, 5. Clear? Fine, sir. This also we understood. Next what? Now, what if it is 3-dimensional? Observe this. If you have understood how I am approaching this, easily you should be able to answer. That is the diagram. Tell me, I want whatever is there in the first bracket. What should I tell? A dot length. Always if you see, A dot length will give you in the whatever is there in the first bracket. Correct or not? And this 2 is nothing but the number of blocks. So A dot length will give me 2, and the 2 is nothing but the number of blocks. This is what I am showing. Okay. Now listen to me. In the 0th block, how many rows? In the first block, how many rows? I want to know. Can you tell me how should I write? A of 0 dot length. A of 0 dot length will give you the number of rows in the first block. And how many rows are there? 3 rows. Second block, sir, A of 1 dot length. Again answer is 3 only, because every block has equal rows. Now, I want to generalize that statement. Can you tell me what should I write it as? A of I dot length, because in our code, I was only taking care of blocks. So I will just go there and tell A of I dot length, which is nothing but the number of rows in the ith block. I can be 0, I can be 1, I can be 2. Clear? Fine. If this is true, now see, I want to know in 0th row, 0th block, 0th row, how many columns? 5, correct? Similarly, in 0th block, second row, how many columns? Can you tell me how should I write? A of 0, 0 dot length. Understood? That is what I am also showing. You want that 5. A of 0, 0 dot length. Zeroth block, zeroth row, how many columns? Answer is 5 only. Similarly, one more example I am showing you. A of 0, 1 dot length. How many columns? 5. In that way, every row will have equal columns, same columns only. Can you please generalize that and tell me how to write? A of I, j dot length. Because block is I, row is j. In general, you tell A of I, j dot length, which will give you nothing but the number of columns in ith block, jth row. I think everybody understood. Clear till here? Again, what is the practical use of this? You are not able to understand. I agree. There is a huge use. I will show it to you. Watch it. I am just going here now, bringing back my code, making small changes. Here I will make it as 2, 3, 5. Here I will put 2 brackets, 3 brackets. Understood? So basically 2 blocks, every block 3 rows, every row 5 columns. Observe this. Tell me, if I tell A dot length, what will be the answer? 2, number of blocks. If I tell A of 0 dot length, 0th block, how many rows? What is the answer? 3. First block, how many rows? What is the answer? 3. There are 2 blocks only. Correct or not? Now if I just go here and if in case I compile it and execute it, you can notice 2, 3, 3. First one is the number of blocks. Next 2 outputs is the number of rows in every block. Correct? Now I want columns. You should help me out. Tell me, how should I write the code as A of 0, that is 0th block. In 0th block, 0th row, how many columns? Similarly, 0th block, first row, how many columns? 0th block, second row, how many columns? And you know, one block has only 3 rows. Correct or not? Next, again I will tell, next, second block, first row. Second block, second row. Second block, third row. Yes? So basically, this will give you number of blocks. This will give you number of rows in each block. This will give you number of columns in each row. I think you understood. Clear? And now if in case I just go here now, compile this code and execute it, 2 blocks. Every block has 3 rows. Every row has 5 columns. I think you understand. Clear? Now, sir, what is the use of this? Let me show you. See, I am going back to this program which we just wrote now. See, there are 2 blocks. Every block has 3 rows. Every row has 5 columns. Now, if you observe carefully, these values is only what you have used in your for loop. Correct? Directly mentioning values or writing values is called as hard coding. What is it called as? Hard coding. A good developer will never do hard coding. A good developer will always write his code in general and will make the program calculate the values for him. Clear? And if you have really understood, this 2 is nothing but that 2. Tell me, how to get that 2 in a 3-dimensional array? A dot length. Sorry. A dot length. Agreed or not? Because what will A dot length give you? Number of blocks. This 3 is nothing but this 3. Same only. Tell me, how to get that 3? Tell me in general, how to write? A of I, because I is only block, dot length. Yes or no? This 5 is only that 5. Tell me how to tell? A of I, j dot length. Very good. Ith block, jth row, tell me how many columns. Same thing. Correct? Now if you observe, in one loop, I am using length concept. In one loop, I am doing hard coding. You will observe, both will work exactly the same. If I were to compile this, day 14, if I were to execute this, you can quickly see, I'll just type out the values for you. So I am now in my last classroom. Observe this. Now I am my last student. If I press enter, correctly it works. So whether you tell length or whether you hard code values, output is exactly the same. So which one should I use, sir? Always and always as a programmer, make it a habit of using the in general approach. Never use hard coding. Now you may ask, but sir, output is anyway same. I agree, but maybe when you are writing code for regular arrays, your eyes are not able to understand the use. But if you don't know this length concept, let me tell you, in your life, you can't write code for jagged arrays. You can't write code for jagged arrays. You can't. Why? I will with logic show to you. But for now, remember length concept. Okay? And again, friends, it's not very difficult. It is super simple. One way to remember is, if you have only a one-dimensional array, a dot length will give you the number of columns. If you have a two-dimensional array, a dot length will give you the number of rows. If you have a three-dimensional array, a dot length will give you a number of blocks. Basically, whatever is there in the first bracket is what a dot length gives. Remaining how to write, I think you have understood. Clear till here? Okay. Fine, sir. This is clear to all of us. So, length concept is also clear. Now, I want everybody to take 2 minutes time and just try to create an array for me for this. Just one line, one array you create. Think in your mind. Read this, create one array. Just that one line array you create for me. All right. I think to write one line, 1 minute is enough. No? Okay. Now, watch this. Basically here, I think all of you have used that framework which I have always given. Whenever you want to create an array, first I have told you, you must make some observations. What is the first observation? Dimensionality. If you read this, create an array to store ages of students belonging to 2 classrooms where first classroom has 3 and second classroom has 5 students. you can see class and students are there. So dimensionality is 2. Next tell me, is data homogeneous or heterogeneous? Now some of you will say heterogeneous and make a mistake, because I have clearly told you to check whether data is homogeneous or heterogeneous, always see what are you storing. What are you storing? Ages. What are ages? Integers. It is still homogeneous only. What you are storing is same type. But if you now ask the next question, whether the data is regular or jagged, now it is jagged. Why do you say that? Because how many classrooms? 2. Equal students or unequal? Unequal. And that is how real life is. Every single classroom of TAP Academy doesn't have same number of students. Every college in engineering doesn't have same number of students. Every bank doesn't have same number of employees. Real life data is not regular. Data is always jagged or irregular. Correct or not? So first time ever you are now experiencing jagged data. Correct or not? Okay. Now it's time for us to create an array. Yes? Now one thing that you will do here is to create an array. So let me just write it here for your reference so it becomes easy. So many of you would have started by activating the JVM by telling new. JVM would have got activated. Then you would have told, okay, what I need to store is ages. Ages are nothing but integers. So you would have told int. Then you will be like, okay, the dimensions are 2 dimensions. So you would have confidently gone and put 2 pairs of brackets like this. Yes? Okay. Anyways, I'll just give it a reference also. I'll call it as A. A is nothing but a 2-dimensional array of integers. Okay, leave that. Now tell me, what is the first dimension? Class. How many classrooms are there? 2 classrooms. So 100% you can go here and tell 2, no problem. Now the doubt will start from the second dimension, because if you observe carefully, in every classroom I don't have same students, because the first class has a total of 3 students and the second class has a total of 5 students. Now the question is, which is the number I should write here? 5. Everyone agrees? Because your logic will be like, tell me which is the greater number? 5. So, sir, if you tell 5 here, then every row will have 5 columns. And in a classroom whose capacity is 5, 3 people also can sit, 5 people also can sit. But if I tell 3, then there 5 people cannot sit. So your logic is, you will compare whichever is greater value you will write here. Agreed? Yes. So all of you will go here and you will tell 5. Now, I have a problem with this approach. What is your problem, sir, you may ask? My problem is, you have to look at the memory to understand my problem. See, I'll just reduce it, keep it here. Now, how does the memory look like? When you tell new, JVM gets activated and creates a brand new block of memory, which will also have an address. I'm not showing it. Next, when you tell int, it will allow only integers. When you tell 2, it knows how many rows? 2 rows. So let me just show it a little more bigger like this. 100% it will split it into 2 rows. 0th row, first row. Then inside every row, how many columns? 5 columns. Immediately it will go split it into 5 columns like this. Then this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Reference is only A. Now think logically. Everywhere zeros are there, which is default values. I agree, I'm not showing it. Now if you logically think here, the thing is, tell me in the first classroom how many students are there? 3 students. Which means try to understand. 10, 20, 30. Simply some values I am storing. And here what will be there is zeros. Tell me in the second classroom, 5 students. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now my problem is, in the first classroom, there are only 3 pieces of data. But you have allocated how much memory? 5. Yes? And tell me, what are you storing? Integers. What is the size of an integer in Java? 4 bytes. Which means each of these cells is of how many bytes? 4 bytes. Which means 4 into 2. How many bytes have you wasted? 8 bytes. Now you may say, sir, just 8 bytes. No, doesn't matter. Let us assume the scenario was class number 1 had 5 students, class number 2 had 50 students. If this was the scenario, then you would have used the same logic, and while creating the array, which one would you have selected? Larger one. So instead of 5, 100% here you would have given it as 50. Now please try to understand, if you give it as 50, the meaning itself changes. Because try to understand what this means. What this means is, there are 2 rows. In every row how many columns? 50 columns. And hence, Java would have accordingly adjusted this memory such that rows will even now be 2 only, but the number of columns is going to be 50. So like this, you will have many more columns. Of course, I can't show all, so I will just put dot 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 like this, and I will be creating the last one. So here, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, like that. Can you tell me the last index? 49. Now, here everywhere 100% data is there. Everywhere data is there. Good. But here no data, here no data, here no data, nowhere here data is there. Now tell me, how many memory locations is wasted? 45. 45 into 4 memory is wasted. Yes? One class has 10 students, another class has 100 students. Now 90 into 4. One class has 50 students, another class has 250 students. Now 200 into 4. Yes or no? So the point is, think logically and answer. Let me see how many of you have grasped this concept. This array which we have created for this scenario, array, is it regular array or jagged array? Mistake. Think again. Regular array or jagged array? Boss, this array is regular only. Because what is a regular array? Every row should have equal columns. Both rows have equal columns. So array is rectangular, it is regular. But the problem is, array is regular, data is jagged. Array still every row has 50 columns, rectangular, regular. But problem is, data is not regular. In every classroom I don't have 50 students. Yes? So what you must understand is, for jagged data, if you create a regular array, there is a very, very big disadvantage. Who can tell me what is the disadvantage? What is the disadvantage? The disadvantage is memory is wasted. What is the disadvantage? Memory is wasted. That is the biggest disadvantage. I hope everybody understood. Yes? So, what we have learned till now is how to create regular array or rectangular array, where every row will always have equal columns. But good thing was for us was, all the data that we saw till now also was regular. So memory never got wasted. Every classroom had equal students, every school had equal class, every class had equal students. We only saw regular data. Yes? If data is regular, array is regular. Good. But if data is jagged and array is regular, there is a very big disadvantage, which is memory is wasted. Correct? That is why in Java we have 2 types of array. Regular arrays, jagged arrays. And that is what next you must learn. But what is the point of learning something without even understanding why you must learn? That is what I showed you this example to help you understand that always creating regular arrays is not the way to go, because data will not be regular. Am I clear? If data is jagged, accordingly your array also should become jagged. Now this array should be designed in such a way that there should be 2 rows, but first row should have only 3 columns. Second row should have 50 columns. Yes or no? Which means your array should look something like this. Let me show to you. This is how your array should look. So here you will have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now tell me friends here, how many rows are there? 2 rows. First row has how many columns? 3 columns. Second row has how many columns? 50 columns. If every row has unequal columns, that is only called as jagged. And the advantage of jagged arrays is memory is not wasted. Yes? Not one extra, not one less you have allocated. How much is required? That much. Yes? How to create this type of arrays is going to be our entire discussion next. Clear till here? But I don't want to abruptly start this and stop it, because in the remaining 10 to 15 minutes we cannot conclude it. But I think everybody understood the need for a jagged array. Clear till here? Please make sure you are going back home, typing code of whatever I have written in class and practicing. And one more small request I have. If you want to understand looping perfectly, one thing you do is just go back home today and whatever you have done in pattern programming, you would have done different patterns, star pattern, rectangular pattern, hollow pattern, triangle pattern, yes. Try to trace the loop. Try to trace the loop. Now that you know how to trace loop, you will see how your pattern is getting printed step by step. Yes or no? And that will give you 10 times more clarity. Yes? So it's a very simple assignment. Just open the code of whatever patterns you have set. Just open your book, step by step, just trace it. You will see how row wise, column wise, space wise your pattern is getting created. That gives more clarity. Clear till here? Great. Okay, so I will end the discussion here today. Tomorrow we will be completing arrays end to end, jagged arrays, and there are a few more small concepts left out in arrays. One more thing I want to mention is, at TAP Academy, there are variety of subjects that you will be learning. It is not just one or two. Obviously, one subject, one teacher cannot entirely teach end to end because it has to be going parallelly. Otherwise, how will you finish the course? And this I have made it clear day one itself. Now listen to me. In TAP Academy, Java has been divided into parts. Front end has been divided into parts. Database or your data has been divided into parts. Okay. Now try to understand. In Java, my task is to teach up till a concept called as strings. After which my part resumes with front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Express, Node, all that is what I have to teach. After strings, Java takes a change and goes into something called as object orientation. Now object orientation doesn't mean what you learned. What you learned is just an intro, definition. What did you learn? Object orientation is the perspective of looking at this world as a collection of objects. That is a definition. Every object has a type. Every object has something, does something. That is just a definition. But real life programming object orientation is encapsulation, giving security to data, inheritance, reusing code. I hope you able to understand. Reducing coding time effort. Polymorphism, using same code for different tasks. One is to many. I hope you understand. Abstraction, hiding internal details from the user and exposing only what is required. Interfaces, this is called as OOPS. I hope you understand. This OOPS part is going to be taught by one of our best teachers here in TAP Academy, who's been specialized in OOPS because he's worked in the industry for so long. His name is Kshitij sir. You can also ask around in your batches, they will also tell you. Understood? Now for you, Java I will take till strings, then Kshitij will take object orientation. SQL is going on for you. SQL is only going on. The moment SQL gets over, the next most important topic should start for you, which is programming. And who takes programming classes here in TAP Academy? I think everybody knows it is nothing but Soman. Am I clear? moment programming gets over, because Java is going to be constant till your last class, you must be having Java, because core Java, advanced Java, backend, Spring, Hibernate, so much is there to learn. Now, by the time you finish SQL and programming, you would have hit that 2.5 months mark. Am I clear? At the end of the 2.5 months, you can now make a decision. Do you want to continue with Java? Or do you want to switch towards MERN stack? I hope you will understand. Whether you continue with Java or switch towards MERN, HTML, CSS and basic JavaScript, not advanced JavaScript, basic JavaScript is what I will be again coming and teaching. I hope you will understand. Once you finish that, I think by then you would have made your decision whether you want to stick with Java full stack or whether you want to switch to MERN stack. If you switch to MERN stack, then advanced JavaScript, JavaScript for backend, Express, Node, React, all this is what I will be teaching live in class. I hope you are able to understand. So, what you must basically understand is, don't take a decision now. You are getting good at coding, step by step, you are practicing. Yes? At the end of 2.5 months, you will have enough knowledge to make a choice. Whichever choice you make is good. The only advantage of shifting towards JavaScript, I feel, is you will get more placement opportunities, nothing else. When I say more, because you have learned Java, Java drives you can apply for. But if you learn JavaScript, JavaScript drives also you can apply for. But if you only learn Java, then you will have Java drives, which is more than 65% of the opportunities which anyways comes to TAP Academy. So it is not a small count, it is not something to be worried. Oh my God, if I only learn Java, will I not? No. I hope you're able to understand. But I don't want anybody, in English there is a saying, don't bite more than you can chew. Have you heard that? If you bite more than you can chew, what will happen? You will choke. Correct? So that is why I don't want to force any technology upon a student. That is why the course has been designed in such a way. 2.5 months later, core Java you would have learned, SQL you have learned, 250 programs you would have solved. Now everybody knows what is their level. You will know. You don't have to tell me, yes. So if you feel like, yes sir, this is more than enough. One language Java I will hold. I will take it till the end. I will get a job. Wonderful choice. No problem. No sir, I want the latest technologies also in my resume. I want to explore MERN also. Then you can please switch to MERN stack. Am I clear till here? And the thing with MERN stack is, unless until you know frameworks properly, you will not get a job. Java, you know core Java, no, so many companies will give you a job. But no company will just give you a job if you say, I know JavaScript. Only JavaScript doesn't have value. JavaScript with React, JavaScript with Express, JavaScript with Node, JavaScript with MongoDB. This has value. I hope you are able to understand. So make a decision. We are always here to guide you. You still have a lot of time. Just take an informed decision. Understood? Now just because, you know, probably I am taking those classes or Rohit sir is taking that class, so I will do MERN stack. These are all nonsense decision making frameworks. Understood? Point is, you have a goal of getting a job. That must be your only and only focus. Not the individual, nothing. Yes? Because Java is not my father's property or something. I hope you're able to understand. Yes or no? I am just a medium. For someone else's invention, I am presenting it to you. I have nothing to do with this. Think logically. Who is a teacher? A teacher is just a medium, like a wire, to conduct electricity, say from point A to point B. That's all it is. Yes or no? So I want you to always and always give higher priority to the knowledge, lesser priority to the individual. Problem is people do reverse. That is not going to take you anywhere. Knowledge is only most important. Wherever you get the best knowledge, you should go there. Clear till here? Is this much clear to all of you? So the path, I have made it very, very clear. This entire week, we will be finishing with arrays and strings. Next week onwards, OOPS will start. I think SQL will get over within another week or two, after which programming classes will start. At the end of coding classes, we will inform to you, make a decision. Whoever wants to switch to MERN can tell us. Who wants to stay with Java can also do the same. No problem. Clear till here? Great. I will end the discussion here. Any doubts, please meet me. No doubts, I will meet you tomorrow. Thank you.